All right. Let's do this. The Jenson Car1000. I'm gonna hook this sucker up today. Okay, so a little background. This is a 2019 Thor Hurricane Model 35M. A little look down the back there. And it came stock with this, it's an Axerra AVM21 nav unit. It's the radio that came stock in it. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. And lately on a lot of the forums online for the Thor RVs and basically just Class A RVs in general, I've seen a lot of good things about people swapping out their Axerra radios and nav units for the Jenson Car1000. So picked it up on Amazon, and today I'm going to try to DIY the swap out on here. First thing I'm not sure about is swapping out or taking out the original unit here. So I'm not sure exactly how it pulls out, but that's the first thing. So let's pull it out. So my initial fear is that I'm going to break something. So I'm going to do something unconventional, and I'm going to go pull the owner's manual for this and see if I can find anything there. So guess what? In the manual for the Axerra radio, came with these two things, which I'm guessing have to do with pulling it out of the dash. Let's read on. Oh, it's the New York Times. Okay. Nothing on the back. I'm scared. So I couldn't immediately figure out how to pull the old Axerra out. It has something to do with these things. There's a microphone input, an antenna input. That's a standard antenna input. There's a fuse, then that's the wiring harness. Okay, but how does the other one pull out? How does the other one pull out? How does the other one pull out? How does the other one... Oh, I need my coffee. How does the other one pull out? How does the other one pull out? I got it. I figured it out. If you're in the process of doing this and you can't figure it out, check it out. These three little tabs sit here in the bottom, and then it snaps in to these. Those go down. You gotta just kind of stick something down in there and push them down, and then it just comes out. So I got this part off, I got the screen off. Now I need to figure out how to get the actual unit out. Okay, so now I've got the screen off, and I've got this little plastic frame off from around it. I gotta figure out how to get the unit out. See, the thing is, like, these are like windshield wiper blades. You only ever do them once in a while, and in between when you do them, you completely forget how to do them. It's the same with putting in car radios or RV radios. But all right, so anyway, the Axerra came with these two things and with absolutely no explanation of what they do. But they do have a little catch right here. So I was looking at, it stands to reason that the outside of the new one, the Jenson, is going to be, this frame is going to be the same as this one because it's a 2-DIN unit. In my unknowing and ignorant ways, I'm assuming that 2 DINs is just simply twice the width the dimensions of a standard DIN, which I guess would be the old school skinny car radios. I'm looking at the outside of this one, and I've noticed that these fit. They go in here about halfway down and get in there. It looks like a handle, so I'm guessing that these are going to go down inside about halfway, and similarly click onto something. Probably farther. Try that, I guess. And on the other side. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go up to the level with this. Oh, I think we're getting... Let's look at what we have here. So... Okay. My next step is to disconnect all of these things. And then try to figure out how everything else connects on the Jenson. The Axerra has a lot more plugs on the back than the new Jenson does. But I'm guessing in the box that the Jenson came in, there's a ton of there's a ton of wires and stuff. So I'm assuming that it will make sense. The wiring harness does look the same though, where that goes in. And then I'm guessing that there are adapters to go to the other things. There's no RCAs on the back of the Jenson, so we'll see. So this is the Axerra, this is the Jenson that's going in. All right, now I'm going to get the box for the Jenson and dig through it and see what makes sense. Is a microphone. Ah, yes, I was correct. Okay. This is what I was looking for. So these are the RCAs. Okay. Ground. So the wiring harness. I'm a little at a loss as to what this USB is for here. Did this have a charging port on the front of it? I'm thinking I don't need the GPS wire, the GPS antenna wire, because on the Jenson, I'm going to be using Apple CarPlay to nav. That's going to be using the phone's GPS. Pretty sure I don't need that. USB charge. I don't know. We're not going to be using XM. I don't even know if the Jenson has XM or not, does it? This, for Apple CarPlay, needs to somehow come out. I am seriously just dripping sweat onto the, okay. So it's going to get power, and all the speaker connections are through there. The camera input is in there. The antenna is in there. All right, now I believe I just need to push it in. I think. All right, I got the screen on. Now I am screwing in the teeny tiny little screws. I'm gonna put it right. Ash. You suck. Where did it go? Little bitty screw. Get in there, thank you. Oh! Right here. They are a bitch to get on. All right, so I think I'm done. Here's how it looks. And pull this off. All right, now for the moment of truth, I'm going to turn the main power back on in the RV, and fingers crossed. Oh, look at this. It is coming on.
my head and said that's for sure.
I'll tell you one thing right out of the gate, it sounds better than the Axerra did.
Those good old neon vibes on me.
The volume is a lot better. The volume is a knob instead of
He jumped off just like
buttons that you got to hold down. Right out of the gate, I like that a lot better. Okay, now for the true test. Do the cameras work? I've got the car on, putting my foot on the brake, and I'm going to put it into reverse. Here we go. All right, there it is. Alla freaking Luya. Put it back in park. I turn on the left blinker. There it goes. Gonna put on the right blink. Oh. All right, it takes a second to go back. Here's the right side. Doors open. Okay, cool. I was right about not needing the whatever that USB charging thing was, and underneath there didn't need that. Didn't need the GPS antenna on there, and I just plugged in my iPhone to that cable that comes out from underneath. I've got a lot of things still here to tuck away, but so I connected the phone, and now my SiriusXM app is working on there, and I've got Nav. This is pretty cool. This is way better than the Axerra that we had in there. It plugged it in, and it just works real good. Couple takeaways if you're gonna do this. If you're gonna do the same thing, if you've got a Hurricane or a Thor that has the Axerra radio in it, couple things. You need these to pull it out. If you put the Jenson in there, I would hang on to these, period. I would put these in with your owner's manuals. You're gonna need them. If you're gonna pull the Jenson back out, Jenson did not come with those, so save those. They pull the thing out of its seat. One thing that I was worried about when I was hooking it up that turned out to be the case is that not every wire that was in there before has to go in there now. So don't feel like you need to find a place for every wire. Otherwise, haven't driven around with it yet, haven't actually, gone around, but the back speakers work. I haven't tried the microphone. I'm sure it's going to work. I need to just find a good place to mount it. I'll probably just mount it right here somewhere. This is pretty cool.